Right. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Fine. Next one. You can play later.
So it should just be.
Two, and then you guys.
So it should just be. Okay. Is it working now? This is a major headache. Okay. All right. I promise I will get all this squared away. This is absolutely just getting on my last nerves. Okay. Just doing a test run, you guys. Making sure everything is reconnected how it's supposed to be. Messing with things right now. Okay. Biggest issue I'm having right this minute. Oh, I don't need that moved. I need this moved. I'm gonna have to reformat this because I think this is too big. I don't have it adjusted for the screen on here. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. This is the interesting thing about learning all this. Is if I make this, I'm not using my normal mouse. So if I try to make this actually fit the screen as it's formatted now, which I'm sure I could change the screen size, this is what you would get. Dad, the floor is lava. Get that. And now you can't see any of the sponsorships, can't see the top logo, so this... Oh, and then come to find out, I had everything set up through Restream, and that sucker, if I use it for business it's a whole, I'd have to go through the whole thing. It would cost me like $240 a month to have. Now there's a way around it because I'm using an OBS setup. I've got an ATM Mini Pro, and I can just connect it from my OBS to my Restream. But the good thing about Restream is the settings are a little bit easier, kind of, sort of. It's a headache. It is a big headache. So I'm gonna get this back to normal, at least where it was. Because even though I'm still playing with everything, don't mind. Wait, hold on. Wait. There we go. Don't mind that. That's something my daughter's watching. Some family cartoon crap that they have on Amazon. She finds it highly entertaining. Okay. So while I'm playing with this, y'all can comment. I can see it. I did get that section working properly. See, I have so much to adjust. But leave some. I promise I'll get all this squared away. I promise. Sorry you have to have that in your face right now, but I highly doubt there's going to be a lot of traffic on right now because it's 12:30, beautiful day here in Florida. Everybody's probably at the beach. I was supposed to go surfing this morning, but No names will be said. He never messaged me. Okay. So I am going to play with this a little bit. Let's check all the... Yes, and I do understand that there is a black spacing around. May just have to deal with that for right now. I am a one-man pony show, trying to get this squared away, doing a live test run. Let's see. Comments. Let's see if that comes through.
That's too far.
Really?
There you go.
So used to... Oh, I'm so used to Apple. My MacBook.
Stand up. Whoa, whoa.
No, I don't need that bigger. I need this. Hold on. Scale to window. Let's see if...
Let's narrow that. Okay.
No, I don't want...
There we go.
Six.
Oh,
Let's not do that. Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
Let's see. Mm.
Test
Oh, I think we're gonna make it back that run at the bottom is a safe spot.
Okay, so it shows the comment on that end.
Thank you, buddy. Almost there.
Now let's see if it shows the comment coming in. Okay, that's actually not too bad of a delay. All right, so it doesn't show it for every single one. I have to scroll through. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete this. Delete. Okay. Okay, so I've got everything going here. Instagram is a pain in the butt because I have to copy it over. It doesn't directly link it, which I could do. Twitter gave me a false hope. Twitter was giving me the ability to go live from the app, not streaming like this, if that makes any sense. So while I've got y'all here, and I'm doing some test running and testing everything out and all that good stuff. As long as everything is good over the next 20-something hours, we are going to go live with our first podcast, live stream tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm pulling it up right now. This will be a 6-month. We have enough episodes right now, or I have enough episodes built right now. So we're doing twice a week for the next 6 months. So that is what, 48 shows, roughly 45 minutes. I'm going to do my best to keep it on par, because once I get going, I can nonstop talk. So the first episode will be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 45 minutes. The first show is really going to be about me, some of my background, how I got involved with surfing, why this now exists, the show itself. And then at the end, it's going to be, some free talk, adding on to my personal story. So y'all can actually get a feel for who I am, what I'm about, and the direction and why I'm going to go the direction I'm going to go. So like I said, that's twice a week. It'll be, I believe I set it for Mondays and Thursdays. I'll have to double check my notes. Yeah, 48 episodes, 6 months. Going through. What's the word?
Yeah, I'm worn out. Whoa.
It was so loud in my ear. Shows. Yep. And if Thursdays don't work for you guys, let me know. Give me some feedback on that. The plan is Mondays and Thursdays. I was struggling with the time, because we're usually eating dinner between 7 and 8, so we'll probably either eat dinner right before or right after, because we like to get done. We're used to our schedules now. But I'll make it work. Not that big a deal. Yesterday, we had hellacious issues. Sweet. They're showing. Do a test run, man. Just, I'm echoing, so you know what that is. That's going to be this right here. Okay, how about now? That echoing go away? And it should be better now. It was either picking up on my phone or my other mic on the desktop. I forgot I had that going. How's the clarity? Nothing's saved. That's why I'm kind of doing this. I know the backdrop isn't square and even like it should be, but I'm going to try to spend the rest of the day fixing that, making sure it at least looks good. But technically that does leave me some room on the outside for some sponsorship. That was my other issue, is making everything fit. Still echoing. Okay, hold on. I will fix this, dude. Is that yay or nay? Clear video, echoing still. Not sure why I'd be echoing unless... How do I sound now? Am I echoing still? Yeah, that bird's a trip, man. He was awesome to have while we had him. Glad that he fit in with you guys. That was my biggest concern. That's what people don't understand when they get birds, even small birds. Big birds in general. I'm still echoing. Dadgummit. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Is that any better?
It's just,
I need to turn off that TV.
I guarantee
y'all are picking up that TV noise.
See, thank you for getting on, because that helps me, because it sounds clear to me. Sounds really clear. Maybe I need to back that up. I don't think so. Yeah, send me some pics later. Is it? Let me go turn that TV off. Oh. Okay, let me see something else. I don't think I would
don't think I would be echoing through here. I mean, I could be, but it's. I don't think I'm echoing through here.
So you're picking up an echo. Okay, now I have to figure out where you're picking the.
Not sure where you would be picking up.
All right, I'm gonna try something. Hold on to your butts. Okay. Is that any better?
Audio. Okay. Let's. I exited microphone.
Okay. How about now? Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Am I still echoing? This has been hellacious. Hellacious. I had everything squared away. Everything was good. I don't understand. And I saved everything. That's the crazy thing. Okay. I figured it out. Thank you, John. Mr. Green. Thank you. So, okay. Now I'm going to go back to your comments about Romeo. Which is crazy because Romeo, if I remember correctly, didn't like men. Apparently I was, and I don't even know how this is possible. So on my control panel, you have your sources for your audio and video and all that. Well, apparently somehow my laptop's microphone and my actual mic right here were feeding into the same input capture, because typically you have to have it separate. I don't even know how that's possible. So unless it was reading through, which is the only thing I can think of, is reading through the laptop, and I'm hearing myself in here, and this is not what it was capturing. So that's what I'm going to go with is, and again, all my settings were changed. Because when I set this up, it was to be set up through the good mic. Not through the laptop. So how does it sound out of picture? Does it sound good? Because I don't want it. I'm working with limited space on the camera part, hence everything on the screen looks smaller. Because I wasn't able to match everything. Like I said, everything was deleted, so it is what it is. But no, the congratulations on the first stream. I was able. Dude, I appreciate that so much. I actually had a lot of positive feedback in my mind. Dude, it wasn't bad, but it was not how I wanted my first one to be. What I wanted was, zooming in, zooming out on my camera until I'm able to get the proper setup for it. Let me rephrase that. A better setup, because my camera works, and you can use it for that. The problem is I have to have somebody on there. I'm still putting together equipment, so you were pretty much blind shooting it. Yeah, well, I shrunk the screen down so I fit in there. And so what I'll probably end up doing at the very beginning, unless I'm able to get this figured out tonight, what I'll do is I'll start off this way so everybody can see, because I want my sponsors to have their minutes, and if I can figure out how to get this to actually fit the frame, because this setup was not made for this one. This was for Restream. So if I went and put it on Restream, it would work. But for me to actually do what I'm doing here through Restream, it would cost me about $240, $50 a month, or it's like $236. Instead, I'm backdooring it, and they allow it, where I'm controlling everything from my OBS to that, which is fine. It makes things a little slower. Not slower as in y'all seeing it, but just I have to click more on here. But, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not paying $236 a month when I could just do it from here. I do have a monthly subscription to it, but it doesn't allow. I take a screenshot and I'll actually read it to you because maybe you'll be able to understand, and I'm just not explaining it right. It doesn't let me bring an RTMP source through a third party, but they allow you to copy their code over to OBS, and I can just restream it. I mean, come on, tell me that doesn't make sense. It's stupid, but yeah, the plan. So the plan is to get this fixed, get the border set right. I may have to have it redone to fit the OBS layout, which is fine. If I need to do that, that's okay. Today, you know, not doing anything. Yesterday was pretty stressful. You know, my daughter surfed a competition. You know, letting the ESA Central Florida Division, all those cats, understand what I'm doing, because there was some confusion, but I mean not from the judges or anybody that's understanding what we do. It was just one or two people that were higher up, you know, not on the up and up with exactly what it is, which is fine. It's not that big a deal. I don't mind breaking it down and explaining, hey, we're live streaming on all social media platforms. I am hoping TikTok gets us in. Yeah, that's the plan, because this is a clear setup. It's just not formatted for this. Just point blank, it's formatted for Restream and the size of their screen versus the size of OBS. So, I mean, I'll throw it in my generator and boom, it'll fix it for me. And if it doesn't, we'll get her done. But no, yesterday, while it was a success, I had a lot of people at the event. Like, hey, I've got family members watching from like Tennessee, Georgia, you know, other places across the states. And me being me, I'm gonna apologize, you know, because it's not exactly how I wanted it to go. I had so many issues. I didn't have any negative comments, which even if I would have gotten them, it's okay. They would have been welcome because I know tech side I screwed up. I don't know where, but I did. And so bouncing between sitting and commentating, my mics weren't even working. I could not get my mic to read. My little bitty mic. What do you see out there, Bear? I couldn't get it to work, so I had to use the laptop and bouncing between the cameras. So I think I have a new system that I'm going to try out. Hey girl, what are you doing? To fix all that, to have the camera closer to me. If we can get some sponsors in to help us with the stage, that would be amazing. That would clear a lot of me having to run out and tell people, hey, can you move? Yada, yada, yada. But, you know, it's a learning curve. So, let's go run and check. Uh-oh. Don't you be coughing. So. But, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now, is just testing everything out. I will say this. I was very pleased with... I was looking at Starlink. Again, I'm not paying that kind. And even with Starlink, there's going to be a more of a lag than if you get, like I'm using T-Mobile's anywhere internet. I think they call it traveling internet. I was getting, on average, the low end I was at 35 sometimes upload, but I was in like 45, 50 at some points, especially when it cleared up. So that, you know, I'm paying for that, which I want to say it's way cheaper than what Starlink would be, and I don't have to carry around a bunch of antennas and crap. And pretty much everywhere we're gonna surf around here, we're gonna have the service for it. I had Verizon, but Verizon kind of went off. Dude, Verizon went to trash, which sucks because I love Verizon. Let's see. All right. Let's check everything. So that means the feed wasn't coming through my phone, which is good. So now I could get back on everything. Yeah, I know, because I used Kanye's background music, so they're going to give him the money. They give you the option to add. This is so crazy. So if you have, like on Instagram, I actually don't like having a business profile on Instagram because the music is drastically different. It's not mainstream music. So I have to go to TikTok to get the mainstream music just to build the videos. Instagram also changed how they did their editing and all that stuff, and it's nowhere near as good anymore. That's the only reason I actually went to TikTok, was because of the video editing and music and all that stuff. But on Facebook, once you're able to get to the status where you can start getting, and I'm telling you, it's not a lot of money. It's pennies. But once you start getting to the, hey, that's super loud. You're banging. Turn that back down. Or whatever that was. Certain musics that you'll use, like songs, whatever income you would get goes to them, or a part of it. So I'm not 100% sure. We just got to this status not too long ago. So go do your chores, man. This really was just a BS test run to get things more situated and recaptured. I really do appreciate the feedback. I wouldn't have caught that. So I got that cleared up. Why does that sound? Mic gain. My goodness, what is that picking up? Do you guys? I don't know. Anyways, that sounds okay. That's better. That had to have been picking up something from the background. So, all right. Okay. Yeah, remember tomorrow night, 7 p.m. If you want to get on, feel free. Understand if you can't. Other than that, let me check the other things. Let me play with the screen a little bit. Yeah, no, if I do it too much, it's not gonna. Yeah, see. It's okay. Hey, do you want to come talk about your competition yesterday while I'm playing with this? No? You better get used to it. You better. Let me see. Yeah, so the competition yesterday went really well. Smooth. Moving along. Things going. We had some issues. And I promise that That'll all get fixed. Okay, so yeah, it does. Let's see if this. I just want to see what this does. I don't think that does anything for y'all. I'm doing a test run for those that are on, that are just now joining. I'm not talking about anything amazing and fantastic. I'm literally redoing everything I had done previously. I know the screen doesn't match. I know it's not kosher. It's not flush. It's everything I had done over the past 2.5 weeks before the competition went to trash. So I'm literally just doing a live streaming test run. All right, let's hop over to YouTube. See how that's looking. You know what? There, nope, that's TikTok. That's the wrong one. Okay. YouTube. It's not showing live on YouTube. Why? Public. Why not? Why are we not showing live? Oh. There it is. Maybe. Got it. New managing. Close. Okay, let's leave a comment and see if it pops up on YouTube, because then I'll know for sure. Test. Okay. No, it is. Just a little slow on YouTube, but that's okay. All right, so Facebook, YouTube are working. Now let's hit up the website. That's the important thing. Here we go. Watch live. And it is showing we're live, just so y'all can see. I know that's not going to be like super clear. But then it gives you, and again, that's not going to be super clear, sorry. It gives you options. You probably can't see it. Top will be Twitch, middle is YouTube, Facebook, and then Instagram. Instagram is going to be a little tricky because I have to go to Instagram, copy the code, come back over here, and do it, which that's my problem, not y'all's problem. So I will get that. Which doesn't make sense because it's part of Facebook, and Facebook is you just connect it. You don't have to. Instagram, you have to create a new code every single time you go live. It's a pain in the butt. So, okay. Let's see. Let's go to Twitch. Okay. I'm going to get on there and leave a chat. Let's see. Test. The text went through, but it's not showing the video. So let's... Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. So all three are working. Now what I'm going to try to do here this is so annoying. I'm using okay, let's go to you know what? Instagram. Let's create live video. Test run already streaming. Already live. Audience. This is public. Next. Stream key is what I need. Alright. Where are you? Right here? Should be. No. Paste. Let's see. Is it going? I'm confused. Offline. Why? What's the deal? After you go live. Okay. Okay, well. I don't think it's this one, but we'll give it a shot. We'll settings. Edit settings. Oh no, it wants the stream key. Yeah, that's not working. No. Okay. Alright, I will get that figured out. It's okay. I'll get it figured out. That's not the most important thing. I mean, eventually over time it is, because if I say I'm going to be on a platform, that's the platform. That's a lot of issues. I know. I went over that not too long ago. Everything was set up for Restream. Restream, just, you have to pay like $230 a month to use a third party, which makes no sense because literally I copied my URL from Restream, put it in here to my OBS, and it's kicking it through Restream. Stupid. So I have to go through and get that fixed. That's gonna be fixed. I promise. But also, thank you, Mr. Williams or Alexander, which one you like to go by. You helped me quite a bit, dude. Everything. Nothing worked when we went stream. When we went to live stream the surf event this weekend, nothing was connected, nothing saved, and I literally tested it a night or two, a couple nights before. Everything was good, had everything set up. Nothing worked. I hooked everything up. My mics didn't work. Not this mic, my little small one. It wasn't reading. I literally had to just run through Facebook. That's it. Dude. And then I get home. We get home last night, shower, ate, went to bed, woke up, had my coffee, did our thing, and then I got this set up, and literally pulled right up. it pulled. I wanted to rip my hair. It's logged in, everything was fine, everything was good. I'm glad it didn't work then, because I didn't realize about the third-party restreaming. So I had to. Everything was saved in my OBS, so it wouldn't have worked with Restream. Restream in itself was having its own issues. So I'm glad it happened the way it did, because now all I've got to do is just open up OBS and go. I've got everything. I'm not ever going to close this window, ever. I probably will, because everything saved, but it didn't read. So, but you helped me quite a bit at the very beginning to get everything squared away. So screens will be fixed. Everything will be kosher. Everything will be good until the next screw up. So, other than that, I literally just got on here to test everything, make sure everything was good. I'm gonna go back, fix this border, make sure it does what it's supposed to do. If not, all I'll do, check your audio levels. You're pretty low. How about, well, I do have the mic out of picture, so let me put it back to where it was. I have it about here. I had the mic pulled away because I didn't want it in the screen. What about now? It should be better. Because, I mean, probably what I'd have to do is pull that away and bring this up. It's a little better, but I think it might be a little too low. Okay. How about now? Which, I gotta get everything organized. That's probably way better. It sounds way better in my headset. Should be better, I think. Let's see. Okay. That is pretty nifty, though. Let's see what you said. I think it'll be about pulling in the gain. It doesn't sound like a mic. Okay, well, if it's not a mic issue, how about that? Is that better? Because I did just turn it. Mic gain instead of mic check. We'll just do mic gain, mic gain. What about if I... Boom. Turn that bad boy. Ooh. How about now? I don't want it too high. It's super loud in my ear. Yeah, it's crazy. So while I mess with that, and you let me know better or worse, you know, here on the chat, it tells me where all the chats are coming from, but to respawn, I have to go through here and change it. It should be integrated in here to no matter what. If I type it, it goes to all of it, which I understand. Okay, better. We may need to slap a compressor on the chain in the OBS. Keep it up. Well, we'll do what we can. Which stinks because I'm sure it might do better if I was able to connect it to my Blackmagic, but there's no USB port, normal, so I have it directly connected to the laptop, so maybe that has something to do with it, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But as long as I sound good, because I don't want to do it. So if I have it like this, all right, that might, I don't know. Is that any better? I did just change one more setting. I'm just worried about the mic picking everything up. Because when I do this, it'll be about 7 o'clock. You know, the family's going to be out and about. Hello. Why not? Well, I gotta make sure we're good. It's important. I don't want to drop the ball like I did yesterday. But I picked it up pretty. I am gonna say I picked it up pretty. It took me an hour. I got there. That's getting into the right space, but ultimately you want a headset mic. Yeah. For the beach, I'm definitely gonna get one. Yeah. It's getting the right space, but I don't mean the right headset. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is Well, and it couldn't. This couldn't really be coming at a better time because my problem with that would be, I surf the competitions, and my daughter surfs, but she's still pushing. Are you leaving? No. She's pushing, so I gotta go out there push her, and I mean, if I can find a headset that
Sister, I'm gonna leave you.
isn't crazy, then expensive, and yeah, deal with the beach. So. See, that's what I'm trying to see. And of course I can go back and watch the live and see if it's picking all that noise up, because that's the other issue. Is the kitchen's not too far. Wait, yeah, that way.
5, 4.
Uh-oh, Mama's counting. Mama started to count down. So, alright, seems like everything's good. For now, I'm going to play with it some more. Thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you for getting on and just BSing so I can play with my toys. Look forward to seeing you guys. I may do one more test run later this evening to make sure everything is good. You start with something cheap, take off away from the desk, and then we'll see. Hell yeah. Oh. And we'll go from there. Yeah. Appreciate the support, dude. Appreciate all the feedback and input from the beginning. So I'm gonna make ESPN. Oh wait, I don't know if I'm supposed to say their name. I'm gonna make all them and all the people that do the other events on a global scale look bad. Bring the best product I possibly can. It's coming. It's coming. So, for that, thank you guys. I'm gonna get off, play with some more of the settings and stuff, and I'll probably do one more test run tonight. Remember tomorrow.